And I think my mama anakuja kufunga mlango. Tapiga kelele. Mom! Usikuje na kelele. Usikuje na kelele. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and I am so sorry that I went MIA on you guys. I mean, a lot has been happening, and you know, life was just being life, and I just had to disappear, but we're back like we never left. And I was actually trying to get some things done over here, and I just missed someone. Like, I don't know. Okay, of late I've been dealing with a loss of a loved one, and that's why I kinda went to the deal. You know, I just needed time for myself, for my family, and I felt like it was the right thing to do, to stay off social media for a while. And I feel like I'm in the right mental space now to come back to this, and well, here I am. But while we're still on this particular momentum, I would love to talk about how to deal with loss of a loved one, or you know, just loss of a loved one and the grief that comes with it, because it can be hard sometimes. It can be so hard when you're dealing with loss. And no, there's no universal way of dealing with loss. There's no book, there's no, you know, I don't know if you're getting what I'm trying to say, but all I'm saying is there's no formula to deal with loss. You know, some people might be okay even after 2 days, a week, you know, and others it will take them so long to even like go back to their normal schedule. And that's me. I think I am finding this so hard, but you know, we gotta move. We have to move. So let's get started. Let's first talk about how, when you just receive the news that a loved one has passed away, a parent, a brother, a friend, whoever, like this was someone who you had a connection with, and one day you hear that they're gone. The first thing you are always in disbelief. That's the very first instinct. You're in disbelief. You're like, guy, how genuinely happened? You know, you want to know more. What really happened to this person? Are you lying to me? Are you telling me the truth? What happened? Who was they? Who was the person with? You know, like that's the very first instinct. Okay, I'm talking from a personal point of view. That was the very first instinct when I had this particular person passed away. I was like, how? What do you even mean? Tumemwona juzi, ama like tumemwona last week. What's up? And it's usually so hard. So I was telling you about my personal experience. Like the first thing, I did not believe. Like I was like, how? What do you even mean? What happened? You know. And then the other thing, sasa si we are past the first step of being in denial. You're angry after like it sinks in, like this person is normal. You're angry with everyone. You're angry with God. You're angry with yourself. You know, you just question every bit of life. And you know, I've never experienced like a death so close to me, a death so personal. Like this loss just hit different, because like I've never had someone close to me die, and this was the first one. Okay, I know I've had, but when I was like so little, but this one happened when I was like this age, you know, and I'm old enough to understand loss, to understand death, to see everyone dealing with it, and it's just usually so traumatizing. And So when it happened, I was angry. I was questioning God. I was like, why do even people die? I mean, how? Annie, you start seeing life from a different perspective. You start questioning everything. You're like, how do even people, okay, I know how people die, but why do they have to die? Are we just born to live then die, then leave people you love behind, And it feels like I'm ranting, but yeah, seriously, that was everything that was going through my mind. And I even questioned if I wanted to have kids, like a lot changes, because I was like, I'll have kids and then I'll die, and then I'll leave them, or they leave me, even worse. You start seeing everything from a different angle. You start loving more if you channel that energy the right way. You can either go the negative side or the positive side. Some people become numb to life and everything with it, and some people become, more loving, more passionate about life, because you know how it is to lose it, and you want to cherish the time that you have before your time is up. And the other people become numb because they feel like they don't want to feel that type of pain again, so they choose to be closed off. They choose to not show emotions at all. They choose to, you get what I'm saying. So there's two sides of the coin, and you can go either way depending on your support system, depending on how you deal with it, which I'm about to talk to in a few after I'm done ranting. But yeah, death is so cruel, and I wouldn't wish it on anyone, even my worst enemy. I wouldn't, because it just takes a part of you that you can never have back, and you just have to live with it, because it never gets better. You just get better at living with it. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, so the first thing you do when you're dealing with it, you have to understand that there's no quick fix for it. There's no quick fix. You don't say that you're giving yourself a timeline, that by this month I'll have dealt with it. No, actually sometimes you feel like you're making progress on dealing with it, and then you're out just having a nice day, having doing whatever you're doing with your life, and then it hits you. Like, you just remember it, and then it just ruins everything, because you thought you were doing so well, you thought you were finally moving past it, but then you remember it. And you just have to be patient with yourself, be gentle with yourself, remind yourself that there's no quick fix. This is not an injury that will heal on your skin. It's not. It's a scar that's permanent with you, and you'll have to live with it. And the fact that you'll have to live with it, you have to be kind to yourself. Don't blame yourself or put yourself down for it, because things happen, life happens. God takes his people, and one day it will be you, and you don't want people doing the same when it happens. So be kind to yourself, be patient with yourself. No, there's no quick fix. Don't rush. Give yourself time to heal, even if it takes 2 whole years. Give yourself time to heal. The second one is that I feel like you already said this, that there's no universal process for healing. You cannot deal with death the way I deal with it. So my methods can't be your methods, but I'll share them with you regardless, because you never know which one might help. You might want to come back and watch this video, and just know that you're not alone. Just know that we're all dealing with our own issues, and this one might be the one for me, and you have another one different for you. So yeah, we're just helping each other out here, because life can be tough at times, and we're just helping each other. And sometimes it will feel like you'll never move past it, but that's not it. Like, God is graceful enough to give you solace, to give you peace when you're dealing with death of a loved one, that as time goes by, as you try to move past it, you actually move past it. You'll find days that you never think about the person, like for a whole week. You'll move on. Like sometimes you'll realize that I haven't thought about them today, I didn't think about them yesterday. It's been a while since I've thought about them, but it doesn't mean that I've forgotten them. Their memories will live forever with you. Yeah, actually, let's go back to when it happens, like the very first few days after when it happens. You start seeing them. Okay, not like not like seeing them at wako hapa mbele yako, no, but everywhere you go, you're like, she used to love this chair, she used to sit over here and spread her legs on the chair, she used to drink from this cup, like this was her favorite cup, she used to wear this, like you just see them, you just see them, you just hear them everywhere, especially if you are in their space. Maybe you are at their house, or or they were in your house and they died at your house, or while they were still living at your house. You start seeing them in everything they do, in everything that they were doing. You see them, you hear them. I remember there was this time after the burial, and then I was coming home from Shags, and I was asleep kwa gari, and I heard that person's ringtone. Literally, I heard it. Like, I even woke up and started looking for a phone, and then I realized, oh, it's just in my head. I don't know if that was a reminder. I don't know what that was, but I swear to God, I heard them. I heard them talking to me. I heard the ringtone, and there was no such ringtone in real sense. There wasn't, but I literally heard it, and I wasn't dreaming. That one, I swear, I wasn't dreaming. So I don't know what that one could have meant, but I heard it. And then you'll find that the first few weeks you'll have trouble sleeping. Especially, remember that time I was home alone after the burial and stuff for like a week, and I had a lot of trouble sleeping. I couldn't even sleep with the lights off. Like, I was so scared. It was kind of a bittersweet moment, because I was scared watanitokelezea, as people say, and I was scared. I was happy watanitokelezea and I'll talk to them, but I was also scared because what the fuck, anakutokelezea aje. So that's just tough, and I don't think anyone will ever understand it until you kinda go through that yourself. Because when I tell this, I used to talk to a friend, when I told them, they were like, "Ay, Sly, uko sure uko sawa? Like, are you okay?" Like, wanaona kama I'm crazy or I'm making up stuff or I'm having delusions, but it was honestly a thing. And you can also tell me your experiences that you had when you lost a loved one, and how you dealt with that loss, and how are you even coping today. And like, it will be so nice, because you might know some things that could be useful to me, and I might know some things that might be useful to you. We're just helping each other get through stuff, because it's never easy, and it's not something that you should go through alone. Also, I think that it's always a nice idea. Oh my God, what did I do? Oh, I feel like it's always a nice idea to conduct memorials for them. You just sit with your family and friends and people who used to know that person, and hold like a memorial for them. Like, talk about stuff they used to love, talk about what they did while they were alive. Like, that just helps you see that you're not alone when you're dealing with it. You are not alone. You're never going to be alone. There are a lot of platforms out here to help you. There are a lot of sites to like find info on how to deal with it. You have your friends, you have your family, and you have me if you feel like you want to talk to an anonymous person, And I feel like this issue is so sensitive because, like, you never know how much a person is dealing with this stuff until they get to, like, talk about it. So when you're holding that memorial, you'll see that you are not alone in dealing with it. Like, there are people around you, and that also helps you heal. That helps you move on, because, okay, like, I'm so glad we are in this together. We can help each other through this, Yeah, so when it happens, you can hold a memorial for them, like, do all of that stuff I've talked about. Also, if you feel like you have too much energy from it, you can try and channel that energy to something else, like pour it into your journal, your personal journal. No one has to read it. You don't have to give it to anyone. You can just write down what you're feeling, do some art, sing if that helps you live through the pain. Pray, also pray, like, God knows why they took that person away from you. Like, it's not a mistake. It's never a mistake. So pray God to give you solace, to give you grace, to give you strength to cope with it, to move past it, because you can't live your whole life you can't live your whole life mourning and grieving over that person, because they're already gone, and nothing you do from now on will bring them back. But never forget them. I'm not saying that forget them and move on in life like nothing happened, but don't forget to live your life, because also yours will be over one day. And I want you to be happy and to find comfort in the thought that you lived your life perfectly. Okay, well, not perfectly, but you fully lived your life. Don't die while you're still alive. Don't. So I feel like I've talked a lot, but yeah, as I said, we are here to help each other go through stuff. And I don't know if I should have a poll on my Instagram, but I'll definitely have a poll on YouTube about this matter, and I want you guys to respond to it and tell me okay, you'll answer according to the poll. I'm not sure yet what the question will be, but you'll see later on in the week, and I want you guys to answer and tell me more. Okay, so thank you for watching up to this far, and please don't leave without subscribing. I mean, you've watched up to here, so where are you going without subscribing? Leave a thumbs up and a comment. Do share, like, and comment on this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.